Hey y'all, it's me again, the Rock Doctor, coming at you live with another edition of Must Know Rock Guitar Moves. This is volume number 65, for God's sake. Ah! Yeah. So today, here's what I wanted to do. I've got my backing track in C sharp minor looped up. I've just got the first chord section going, and let me play along with it first, then I'll shut the damn thing off, and I'll tell you what the chords are and what we are going to do today. Alright, hang on. Coming up. Alright. One more time. So what the hell's going on? Dry erase board time, folks. Look, here's what I had. I've got a little repetitive cycle with 4 chords in it. And their chords are paired up in 2-measure phrases, which is very common in music. It really is. So take a look. The first little section is C sharp minor to E. And I played the simplified version of it for now, just to keep things simple. And there's a lick that goes there. That, again, is 2 measures or 8 beats long. C sharp minor to E. The second part of the loop is B to F sharp. And again, that is 2 measures. There's a measure of B, a measure of F sharp. Now, here is what we're going to do today. This is kind of an exploration thing on chord tones. So, in a nutshell, my channel is mainly about learning these basic 4 essential licks. And all of them are important, for sure. And what we're trying to do is end them on the right note. And the right note is almost always, well, is always a chord tone. So you can see I've got the target chord at the end of the 2-chord phrase in red. So the first one is E, the second section is F sharp. Now look what I've got down here, follow me. The chord tones we're looking to end on for E are E, G sharp, or B. You can play an open E cowboy chord and find those notes. You should know where your notes are. So those are the notes we're targeting. E, G sharp, and B for the E chord at the end of the lick. The second section, B to F sharp. The chord tones are F sharp, A sharp, or C sharp. And again, if you know your basic chords and where your notes are, you can play an F sharp chord in C. Those are the chord tones, F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp in an F sharp chord. So that goes at the end of our lick. Now, what the F am I going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to loop this thing around, and I'm going to play essential lick 1 for both chords. And I'm going to end on, for the E, I'm going to end on E. For the F sharp, I'm going to end on F sharp. Second time around, for the E, I'm going to end on G sharp. For the F sharp, second time around, I'm going to end on A sharp. Got me? For the third time around, I'm going to end, for the E chord, end on B. And the third time around for the F sharp, I'm going to end on C sharp. And I'm going to do this for all 4 of my essential licks. I'll probably stop the video in between so that I can sync my tab up with each little playthrough. So we're looking for C sharp, the note C sharp on the low E string. That's my green dot right there. That's where the scale goes, and all of those 4 essential licks are tied into that shape one way or another. Okay, so again, I'm going to start with the essential lick number 1 as it plays through, and I'm going to end on the proper chord tone for each chord, and I'll use all 3 chord tones, so that's 6 go-throughs. Oh shit. All right, here goes. And essential lick number 1, in its pure form, is just this. But I'm going to dress it up into this, and then end something. Okay? And so let me fire this thing up, and I'm going to go through those chord tones. So you've got to know what chord you're playing over, or you're going to crash and burn. I'm going to play essential lick number 2, which in its purest form is just this. But we're going to adjust the last note to fit the two chords as they go by. All right, let me fire this thing up. All right. There's E. F sharp. C sharp for E. A sharp for the F sharp chord. Now B for the E chord. C sharp for the F sharp chord. All right. Now I'm spinning it around again. Now I'm going to do the same thing again with essential lick number 3, which is this guy. But again, we're going to adjust the last note to fit the chord underneath. So in one case it's E, the other case it's F sharp, and I'm going to use all 3 chord tones. All right, here goes nothing, baby. All right. For the E chord. F sharp for the F sharp chord. G sharp for the E chord. A sharp for the F sharp chord. B for the E chord. C sharp for the F sharp chord. All right, let's kill it again. Now I'm going to do essential lick number 4, which in its pure form is this guy. But again, I'm going to adjust the final note to fit the chords, and I'm going to do all 3 chord tones for each chord again. Okay, here goes nothing. F sharp for the F sharp chord. G sharp for the E chord. A sharp for the F sharp chord. B for the E chord. C sharp for the F sharp chord. That's it! What the F should you do with this knowledge? Well, it's going to take you a while to put it in your head, but one thing. It's going to help you learn your fingerboard. It's going to help you feel that 2-bar phrase thing going throughout, and put it on autopilot. It's going to make you think about, finding that last chord tone so your lick sounds good. And you're thinking about your options. So you've got 3 chord tones to end the lick on, and they all sound good. So you could take that one simple lick and turn it into a whole vocabulary of licks, and they all work, and they all sound a little bit different. So you've got all these permutations. You don't have to play that same freaking lick over and over the same exact way. You don't have to do that. And eventually, you'll get this shit on autopilot, and you'll have freedom. But you have to really think about it when you're practicing. In order to play without thinking, you really have to study and think. You do. All right, so that's it. Now, say a prayer for me, because I got to edit this sucker and write all that tab out. Oh my God! So that it scrolls underneath the performance here. So okay, it's me, the Rock Doctor.